This video is brought to you in association with Funded Today. Funded Today helps you get more pledges for your Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaign with professional video and design. Links are in the video description below. Thank you. Let's get on with the show. Hello, top funders. Today we're with Kylie Smith from EXA. And today we're looking at their new product, the EXA Mask, coming live on Kickstarter very soon. Actually, do you have a start date at all, Kylie?
Actually, we are launching tomorrow. So Tuesday, the 30th, we will be live. So by the time you post this, we will be up and running, and the links that you will include in your bio will be ready for users to come pledge or donate if they feel so inclined.
Oh, well, that's very good timing all together. Kylie.
Yeah.
Well, Kylie, look, we're just going to go straight into it. Because basically you've just updated your video, and it's such a good video. I think I just want to make us disappear, and we'll go full screen on this video because it is a really, in my words, kicking ass video, which explains all the features, benefits, and the value proposition, etc., of this really good product. So let me just go full screen on this. So here we are. This is the EXA Mask, and it's just lovely intro here. I've kept the sound off, but this is our lives in 2020 and now in 2021.
Yep, stuck at home, working online, everybody's doing it.
But then we want to go outside, and this is where your new mask, the EXA Mask, comes in. So it really is introducing EXA Protection Reimagined. Kylie, what does that mean, Protection Reimagined?
Yeah, so current masks do help, but they could be better. All of the masks, cloth, medical, N95, they are designed to protect you and those around you, but we can do better. EXA is better. Here you see we did a smoke test showing how air is directed around a mask. And majority of the times you were getting leakage because there is not a proper seal, even with medical masks and even with the following N95, you don't get that proper seal, and the air just goes right on around. And it does protect you, but not as much as it could. With our patent pending design and our PFE 97 filters, we are able to give you that seal that you need in order to be completely protected. And it really channels the airflow through the filters so that all of the air that you're breathing is filtered properly.
And I can see from the way the smoke is moving, or that I'm calling it smoke. It's probably another, but it's protecting your every breath, as it says here.
Yep. So we are a multi-part system. As you can see, we have the bit underneath and then the shield that protects you above.
So here we are going outside when your air looks like this. Yeah.
It's super common. LA, cities in China, all across the world. But you want to breathe quality air like the clips that we had just shown. You want to feel that you are breathing, that sort of crystal clear air.
And this is again emphasizing the 3-part system. So can we talk a little bit about the 3-part system there?
Yes. So what you are seeing here is what we call the airframe, the filter, and the shield, going from left to right. So the airframe is our patent pending design currently. This houses the filter inside of it, and this is what gives you that seal. So it seals around the inhalation tract, and some people may say, oh, well, it's not sealing completely around the face. Majority of the time, you don't need that. When masks seal entirely around the face, they create that heat, humidity buildup. It's hard to talk, it's uncomfortable, when in reality, you only really need that seal around the inhalation tract. And that is majority of the time, unless you're talking, you are breathing through your nose. And that is, the area that we have chosen to seal off. And it gives you that actual proper seal because it's much easier to seal around that one small area than it is around the entire face. Okay. And then you have the filter that is housed within the airframe. And then at the far right, you can see what we call a shield attaching on top. This piece is a blend between a cosmetic piece, and it also serves as a kind of cough shield. So it protects those around you from the particles that exit your mouth when you're speaking or coughing or sneezing. And it also protects you from the larger particulates that may come your way when you are in a conversation with somebody else.
Fantastic, Kylie. I'm just going to put the video back a little bit just so we can see those 3 parts coming together into the one. There it is there. So So the middle part here, that is, what is that? Is that the filter?
That is the filter, yes. And this is just an animation to show how they work together.
Yes.
So the filter is housed within that airframe, and then the shield clicks on top of that, connects via magnets. And we can talk a little bit more in depth on that later.
And there it goes. Superb. And there's more people wanting to go outside. And then this lady's deciding on what color she's going to wear.
Yep. So we are going to be launching with 5 different colors in 3 different sizes. We'll have a small, a medium, and a large shield, you know, depending on your facial structure, everybody's different. And we have 5 main different colors that we'll be launching with. Majority of those will be different shades of blue. We have a beige, and we also have more of a darker gray that we'll be offering.
And I think in some of your later pledges, which we can talk about later, you can actually personalize them even more. But the main ingredients is it's small, medium, large, and 5 different colors. Fantastic. Oh, and here we go. There it is, all fitting together here. Like, so
that is the airframe with the filter. You can see are those white teardrop shapes. And then the shield clicks on magnetically over the top of that.
I think this is the bit in the video where I identify with, because
So this animation here kind of shows why you get that heat and moisture buildup on your face with traditional masks, because it's, you know, holding your exhale against your face, which creates that level of discomfort. We don't do that. Our airframe directs air outwards, so you don't get that heat and sweat buildup on the rest of your face. And it also doesn't come up and fog your glasses the way traditional masks will do.
Yeah, there's the guy coming up carrying the groceries. That's me. This is me. This is me.
Tons of people struggle with this today. I personally don't wear glasses, but everybody who has, you know, tried this on and wears glasses has gotten absolutely zero fog as far as, you know, we have done in our testing.
Well, as a middle-aged guy, I'm self-identifying with this guy here. He can't see out of us because of his glasses are steaming up. And these are lovely benefits coming up here. Speak distinctly, breathe comfortably, and then the last one is see clearly. And most importantly, stay safe day by day. Yep,
the most important part of living your day-to-day life in, you know, 2020 and 2021.
And then how, I mean, I have cloth masks, which my wife made. How do you clean these? How do you keep these clean?
Okay, so the material that we're made out of are actually the same material as Oakley sunglasses. So they are oil resistant, makeup resistant, sunblock resistant. They are very durable materials. You can wash these by hand in the sink. You take out the filter, wash it in the sink with cold water. Same with the cushion piece that actually does the sealing around your nose. That piece can be cleaned. Actually, you could throw that one in the dishwasher if you feel inclined. It is made of medical grade silicone. And then for the shield bit, you can wash that by hand again in cold water. We use a certain manufacturing process to create, to kind of help the foam create this certain shape. So you do not want to use hot water on it. I learned that the hard way testing with our prototypes, but you can hand wash it with cold water.
Fantastic. Okay, I love that. We're more than just a mask. What can you say something about that, Kylie?
Yep. So traditional masks, they do not provide you with the seal that you need. And while we are a mask, we are more than just a mask. We don't only protect those around you from, covering your particulates that come out of your mouth when you speak, but we are providing the actual user with protection as well. And that's what users don't get with the majority of masks on the market right now, is the real high level self-protection, not just for those around you, but for the user as well. So we are more than just a mask. We are offering protection for those around you and for yourself.
Fantastic. EXA. I have to admit, I love it. I'm showing my bias, but it's so of the moment. This, as you say, for 12 months now, and I know you've been working on this actually pre-COVID for about 3 or 4 years, which we can talk about maybe in the deep dive. but it's so, you know, we're really developing the idea of the mask beyond what we've been experiencing in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really good. So it's, as it says here, the EXA mask, a new high performance and comfortable mask. Can we say just a little bit now, just moving on regarding EXA company itself? When did EXA come into being, or is that just over the last 12, 18 months?
Okay. So I actually had this idea on a trip to China three and a half years ago, actually. So while we were there, we were with a tour group, and the hotel that we were staying at provided us with the quote unquote, you know, high performing best mask on the market. And it was the most uncomfortable user experience I have ever had with a product over $50. This mask was $60, and it was absolutely like nobody in our tour group wore it except for the group photos to make it look like, oh, you know, we were in Beijing, it was really smoggy, so we wanted to look like we were protecting ourselves wearing the masks, but we didn't. We wore them for the pictures, and that was it, because it was such an uncomfortable experience. And on the way back with some of, you know, the people that I was on the group tour with, we were like, how is this the best option? This is $60. This is supposed to be, you know, premium reusable mask, and it is so uncomfortable. There was heat and humidity buildup. The way the straps were positioned, it messed with your hair, and it was uncomfortable. It would slide around all the time. People with glasses, they got, you know, all that fog. They couldn't wear it because they couldn't see. You couldn't talk. You couldn't hear people around you talking because of the way it's sealed around your face. And it was just so uncomfortable that there's no way this is the best we can do. And so we were talking on ideas, and people were like, well, majority of the time you're breathing through your nose anyways. And, you know, people who are into yoga, people who are very spiritual, they practice that sort of nose breathing because it is actually healthier for you. And we're like, wait, why don't you just seal around, you know, where you're actually performing the inhaling? Why do you need to seal around everywhere else when majority of the time you're breathing through your nose? And so EXA was born.
Oh, fantastic. And we'll look more deep into the with a deep dive interview later on regarding just the whole design and the product development. Kylie, so thank you very much for sharing that about the initial thoughts of we can do better, basically, regarding the existing masks that are on the market. So Kylie, it's my understanding, as you were saying, you're going to go live tomorrow on Kickstarter.
Yep, we will be live tomorrow.
And what date is that? Is that the 30th of March?
30th of March, yes.
Wow, okay. So maybe we'll just look, as you go live tomorrow, maybe we'll just skip down and just look at the different pledges that you have in place.
Yep.
The one that really stands out right from the very start is you're doing for $45, you're doing a first responder 50% off one Ava mask. Can you just talk a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, so one of our co-founders is very heavily involved with the first responder community, and people on the medical line, people like EMTs, fire departments, police, everybody on the front lines has had a very difficult year this year due to all sorts of different issues, primarily, you know, everybody battling COVID. And so just to thank our first responders, we've made a 50% discount for $45. Our retail price is $90. And this is really just to, you know, thank those out there who are helping us keep us safe and keeping us healthy during this really hard time. And Kickstarter is, you know, a community based on trust, because, you know, the policies, you may or may not get this, all of that good stuff. Kickstarter is a trusting community, and so we trust, this is on the honor code, that you will only use this option if you are involved in the first responder area. There are only a couple options for this one. We will not have it run the entire time that we have our Kickstarter going, so it will be probably up for about a week or two. But we're, you know, putting this on the honor code that only first responders will be able to, you know, go in and use this option. It's a special thank you.
Well, that is a very special thank you, and thank you on behalf of everyone that EXA company is doing this for the first responders who have been really battling so hard over the last 12 plus months. So for the normal Kickstarters, the super early bird begins at $54. Is that right, Kylie?
Yes, yes. So for everybody else who's not involved in the first responder community, we have a 40% off discount from our normal $90 retail price. And, it's on your word that you'll be selecting this one instead. So this is just for everybody else to, help us out. We have the super early bird special, which is only 10% more. So this is the option, first early bird option for everybody else.
And that really just includes everything we've seen in the video, all the different components coming together.
Yep. Yeah, so in the box, it comes with the airframe pre-assembled with one filter already in it. We come with the shield, which will be in a medium size. There's add-on options for a small or a large if you feel, your face is much smaller or much larger. And then it also comes with an extra filter. So these two filters should last you about a month. We don't have the actual results from our tests yet, but we're looking at these filters need to be replaced about once every 2 weeks. So, not an everyday thing. It really helps cut back on reducing waste with just bi-weekly changes.
Okay, and then that again, it's a different size, small, medium, large, which you can adjust by size, and then the 5 different colors. Is that correct?
The 5 different colors are not currently available on Kickstarter. Those will be launching on our website, and our EXA website will be going live after our Kickstarter is done. We want to channel all of our purchases through here, and then once we transition to our website, we'll have all of our tooling done. With all of the funding that hopefully our backers will bring us, we'll have all of that done, and then they can order the separate colors and more sizes and whatnot on the actual EXA page.
Oh, that's very clear, Kylie. Thank you for that. And then the rest of these is basically a scale from that initial offer of $54 to super early birds, 40% off one mask. So there's quite a few just different pledges where people themselves can really personalize their pledge, which is a really good thing. But we'll just zoom down here, just if people want to buy these more in bulk. I think you were mentioning that either you can buy a bulk where you can get out your whole entire family, or if you want, or you could, if you're a small company or larger company, etc., you can kit out your workforce. So let's look at the pledge for $2,700.
Yep. So this is our super early bird special. We have 3: the super early bird, and then the regular Kickstarter special, depending on, whether or not you come in the first week, second week, third and fourth week of our Kickstarter campaign. But for the super early bird, you get 40% off 50 EXA masks. And what's cool about these options is we have an option for 50 plus, or we have an option for 50 EXA masks, and then we have an option for 100 EXA masks. And both of these options come with a $5 add-on where you can get your custom logo printed onto all of the shields coming in your package. So for anybody ordering 50 or more EXA masks, we will be reaching out to them personally through EXA. So we will be getting into contact, since these are such large, purchases. We'll be getting into contact with them personally and getting their logos. And just for an extra $5, we will print your logo in a 2-color print right onto the veil, or right onto the shield, so that you can have, a more personalized work community, or if you have a very large family and you guys are all meeting up for Thanksgiving once COVID is over, family reunions, the whole shebang, whatever you need it for.
Cool. I think that's brilliant. So I could have the Jones family mask, or, or you could have the Smith family mask, or whatever.
Yeah.
I should get maybe some for TALKFunding. We could get the TALKFunding mask.
Nice.
And then this is your first price, I think, for 100 masks.
Yes.
The first price for 50 was $3,600. This is the first price for 100 masks. It's $5,400. And then it just scales again from there. And is there there's one more, this particular one, is that the 721? It's the Kickstarter special.
Yeah, so this is going to be, the way we have it structured right now is we are going to be having these super early bird options available for the first week of our campaign. So you get there super early, you get the best discount. And then for the second week of our campaign, we'll have the early bird special. So you're still somewhat early, but not quite as early as the super early bird. And then the Kickstarter special will be running for the rest of the duration of our campaign. So if you do happen to get there later, you won't have the best discount that we can offer, but it will still be available at a 20% discount from our retail price.
Well, you heard it here from Kylie first, folks. Everybody get in there quick and get the best discounts.
Yep, best options are coming up first. So we'll be sending out our emails right when the campaign launches. So everybody who's, signed up on our email lists and all of that will be getting the best discounts first. Whoever sees it first and whoever hears about it first gets the best price that you can get.
Yeah, super early birds, folks. That's what you want. Okay.
Yeah, it is quite a large discount.
So just to finish off this part of the main interview, I'd like to thank the lovely Kylie Smith from the EXA company, and they're going live actually tomorrow, the 30th of March, with their fantastic cutting edge EXA mask. Thank you so much, Kylie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.